Yes. Be ready for the dictation. Start. In the same statement, the respondent had admitted that she had filed an FIR number 100/96 at the police station Kohna under section 379/323 IPC against the appellant. Stop. The respondent had also filed a complaint against the appellant and his mother under sections 498A /223/504/506 IPC at Police Station Kohna. Stop. The respondent in her statement had admitted that she had opposed the bail of the appellant in the criminal case filed at the police station Kotwali on the basis of legal advice. Stop. In that very statement, she further admitted that after the police had filed final report in both the criminal cases relating to police station Kotwali and police station Kohna, she had filed protest petition in those cases. Stop. This clearly demonstrates the respondent's deep and intense feeling of revenge. Stop. The respondent in her statement had also admitted that she had filed a complaint in the women's cell Delhi in September 1997. Stop. According to the appellant, the respondent had filed a complaint number 125 of 1998 against the appellant's lawyer and friend alleging criminal intimidation which was found to be false. Stop. According to the appellant, the respondent filed a forged complaint under sections 397/398 of the Companies Act before the Company Law Board, New Delhi, and in the affidavit of the respondent, she stated that the appellant was immoral, alcoholic, and was having affairs with numerous girls since marriage. Stop. She also called him a criminal, infidel, forger, and her manager to denigrate his position from the proprietor to an employee of her company. Stop. The appellant also mentioned that the respondent filed a false complaint in case number 1365 of 1988 using all kinds of abuses against the appellant. Stop. On 8/7/1999, the respondent filed a complaint in the Parliament Street Police Station, New Delhi, and made all efforts to ensure the appellant's arrest with the object of sending him to jail. Stop. The appellant was called to the police station repeatedly and was interrogated by the police, and only after he gave a written reply and the matter on scrutiny was found to be false, the appellant with great difficulty was able to save himself from imprisonment. Stop. On 31/3/1999, the respondent had sent notice for breaking the nucleus of the HUF, expressly stating that the family nucleus had been broken with immediate effect and asking for partition of all the properties and assets of the HUF and stating that her share should be given to her within 15 days. Stop. According to the appellant, this act of the respondent clearly broke all relations between the appellant and the respondent on 31/3/1999. Stop. The respondent had filed a complaint against the appellant under Section 24 of the Hindu Marriage Act directing payment of maintenance during the pendency of the case. Stop. This was rejected by the trial court and she later filed an appeal in the High Court. Stop. The appellant had deposited ₹5 lakhs on court's directions, but that amount was not withdrawn by the respondent. Stop. On 22/1/2001, the respondent gave an affidavit before the High Court and got non-bailable warrants issued against the appellant. Stop. Consequently, the appellant was harassed by the police and ultimately he got the arrest order stayed by the High Court. Stop. The respondent admitted in her statement that she got the advertisement published in the English national newspaper Pioneer. Full stop. Over.